I've had a lot of lessons this week. It's been a roller coaster week. There's things happening all over the place. So let's get into it. Welcome back to the channel, guys. My name's CLFurlong, and if you are new here, we're all about running, reselling, lifestyle, and everything in between. And today I'm taking you through week number 34 of reselling online. And I've been doing this, as I said, for 34 weeks. So I've learned a thing or two along the way, and we're going to go through all the details of this week, what's worked, what hasn't worked, and of course, show you all the details. Let's jump into it. So top item number one for this week was actually this Lego Star Wars Jedi Interceptor, sealed from 2016. Now, I picked this one up months ago for $100. Sold it for $159, went international to Canada actually, so after some postage that was paid by them, I've got some discounts, so I've profited a total of $43.96. Item number two was The Mysteries of Unknown. Someone purchased 6 books out of 3 bundles of 3, so they purchased 2 bundles of 3, which is a total of 6 books. So I paid 36 cents each for these, or about $2.16. This was from a big bulk deal, so I sold them for $90. With a profit of $85. They paid for postage. Item number 3 was Scrubs TV series complete. These were sealed, cost me $14.33. That's an average cost. And then I sold them for $55 after fees, postage. Come out with a profit of $29.37. Top item number 4 was a Megabucks board game. It's nice to be able to move some of these bigger items along. Cost me $1.29, sold it for $34. That's $28.61 profit. And some bread and butter for top item number 5. Some Levi's 503 jeans. Cost me $2.16, sold it for $34. That's $28 profit after fees and postage. Flops, wins, lessons for this week. It's been a week of learning. In terms of flops, I have had a refund return case being opened on me. Now that I've thought about it, I probably should have fought it and pushed back, and I think one of the things with these is you can only get better with them as you have more of them. Now, I haven't had a lot of these, but when I do get refunds, returns, I tend to take it quite personally, just because I always do my best to ensure that I'm giving the best to my customer. And when they come back and say, this wasn't that, or this wasn't this, and I get a bit iffy, and I get into a bit of a panic mode, and it can bring down your day. One thing from this, and this is part of the lessons, it was one of my old listings, something I didn't have very clear description in there. I did have technically all the details that they complained about in there, but it's just not very obvious. So I gave them a full refund, and I'm doing the full return. And I've reached out to eBay and saying, hey, look, I feel like this is a bit iffy. Should I have a challenge? And they said, look, you've got some information here, but maybe not. So at the same time, they're not necessarily saying they'll side with me, but they will say that if it comes back and there's any issues, or if the person's giving you some trouble, then yeah, reach out and they'll see what they can do. But look, this is all part of the learning experience. I haven't had many of these. The only way to learn from them is to go through them. So the lessons here are: old listings do bite. Go back, make sure you are refreshing those old listings and seeing if you can get them back up to scratch, to ensure that you're giving the best value, or the best description, or the best whatever to your customer. Now, the other thing here was, I do find that when you have those big days, you ride the wave, you're like, woo! And then when you have those down days and it's emotional wreck, you just feel like, oh, why isn't anything working? But you need to zoom out and realize, because I can't complain, and we're going to see it in a minute, because this week was a very good week. It was above average, and I shouldn't be complaining that I've had a bad day, because you might have one bad day, but that doesn't represent your whole week, or it doesn't represent your whole month. So just to bring yourself back to reality. So some big wins for this week. Well, just one big win. I've had Carla with us. She's been with us for quite a while, ever since lockdown happened, so staying with me, so it's been great to have her. But she's also been helping with the packing, and she's getting interested in maybe some of the different processes and stuff. So it's great to have a fresh pair of hands, fresh pair of eyes, and yeah, it's just nice to be able to do that with her. So as I mentioned, this week has been an above average week. We've done very, very well. I cannot complain whatsoever. So we've done a total of 47 sales, margin being 56%, cost of goods $286, sold revenue worth of $1,270, and a profit of $717. Jump on over to the side, you can see books have been the big one again for this week. But we've had a splitting of collectibles, some DVDs. I did sell Pokemon card as well, and toys. $111 worth of profit. So pretty good there too. I am going to start tracking Pokemon cards separately, just because I'm going to be doing a bit of a series on that, little side series, just to see if you can make money from it. So yeah, it's a bit of fun. Look, it's a very solid week. There's been some good lessons, some good learnings, and I've still come out with some good dollars, so I'm pretty happy with this, guys. Overall progress, we're up from 857 to 869 in terms of averaging, so we're going up, up, up. It has been a bit of a roller coaster this week, which we're going to jump into the weekly view in a moment, but I can't complain. It's very good. Total listed was 112 listings. Did 16 roughly a day, average 6.7 sales per day. Now, I have probably done more end and relist versus new listings with the extension of lockdown, and also just I've been a bit tired, burnt out. I took this week off really from running as well. I just wanted to make sure that I'm spending most time to rest. So I have done a lot more of the relistings, and it hasn't really hurt too much. Hasn't really impacted too much around, sales or anything, but I'm wanting to make sure I'm cleaning up some of that old stuff as well. And I've been harping on this for the last couple of weeks. So the weekly flow, as you can see, we started off with 2 big bangers, then we dropped right down. September the 3rd was almost nothing. And then we jumped a little bit back up, and then we finally came back with a little bit more to yesterday. It really has been a roller coaster week. $100,000 revenue update. We're at day 237 at the time of me filming this, and we're sitting at $29,554. So we are still way behind. We basically need to be adding $20,000 in the next 20 days or so, which is just not going to happen, right? And that's okay. I'm okay with this. We're progressing really well. I'm seeing some amazing numbers. Really, I've been doing some pretty hard work, right? 15 listings per day, but I need to step it up. I need to be doing more. I need to be pushing harder, and I don't know if I can do that yet, just because I don't know if I've got the workspace, the process in place, which I'm working on, because the closer I get to this date required, meaning end of the year, the more I'm needing to do per day. So either I have to do more listings to sell more, and my ASP has to keep going up. So it's starting to get quite tricky to do. However, we're going to keep going. We see where we can get to, because things can change very quickly. I am working on how I can do things a little better. As I said, Carla's looking at things from her own perspective, someone that doesn't do any of this, just to see, is this something that you could do different, just with a fresh eyes? So trying to see what else I can do. Question and answer. So I did have a question from Dunder, and this was in my recent video that I did for August, how much I sold, how we progressed. And one of the questions was, books cost an average of $9 to post. How are you really making money on these? What is your average price? I have 5 points to this. 1, I'm using Australia Post Business. Now, I recently got band 5, so something that would normally cost, $9, $10, $12, I'm getting it down to $7, $8, right? So I'm saving quite a lot there. If the buyer is paying postage, I get the discounts, plus there's no cost to me. Average cost of goods for me in August was $2.60, and I sell books from $12 to $67 each. So that was for books, $2.60. So you can see there's some huge margins in there. Now, if the book is a thin paperback or a novel or something small and nimble, well, if it's worth around $10-ish, I will post it in a tracked letter, which costs me about $4.50, or they'll pay $4.50 tracking. And my average sale price for books in August was $22.78. So if my cost of goods was $2.60 and my average sale price was $22, you can do the math. So it is quite lucrative, but it's taken me a while to build up to this. The key thing is, if you can get books for less than $1 each, that's where you can start to make some pretty good money. Of course, if you've got books that you can sell between, $20 to $67, well, that's where you're going to make margin as well. So I hope this helps. What's coming up this week? Well, it's a bit of an interesting week. We're still in lockdown, so I'm not going to be having thrifting videos for a very long time. We've been extended probably till the end of September at least. So probably something in between this week. I am working on some other reselling videos around, some of the processes and some of those things, which they're just going to take a little bit to do. So they'll probably come out in the week following. But I think this week I might be trialing my little side hustle of, can you make money from Pokemon cards? Thinking I'm going to be starting that this week. So keep an eye out on Wednesday, see if that comes. Otherwise, it'll be something else in between. Saturday, I'll have my week 15 of the 50K training plan. And Sunday, have my latest podcast as well. Live streams for this week. Tuesday night, make sure you sign up, join up, is I will be doing my August progress update, basically filling in how I've progressed with my goals and, all the things that I'm trying to work on and accomplish this year. So that will be an update for August progress. And then one day this week, probably through the day, I'll be doing another Pokemon card stream as soon as they arrive, because they haven't arrived yet. So that's likely to be Wednesday or Thursday. Well, that's it, folks. It's been a great week, right? And I think the key takeaway is to make sure you do just take a moment to zoom back out and think how far you've come, what you've achieved, and also make sure you are applying lessons and mistakes that you're having to embrace each week. Because if you don't apply the lessons and learnings from those, you're not going to be able to get back out there and do a little bit better. If you can do 1% better each week, things are going to fly. Just a quick reminder, I am doing a charity live stream for my birthday coming up on the 25th of September, Now, if you want to get involved, if you want to donate some money, if you want to purchase some Pokemon cards, which after we've paid for the shipping and paid for the fees, that money is going to go to a charity called Backpack for Vic Kids. There is a video, I'll put it down in the description. If you want to get involved, please do. Things are running out very quick. Sign up, don't miss out. Otherwise, if you just want to support, hang out on the night, I really appreciate that too. That's it, folks. Really appreciate you being here. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, do the whole shebang, and hustle. Ciao.